Steve Duluth. Hello, Steve.
Leo, how are you?
I am fine. How are you?
I love your stuff.
I understand you're going to Coachella.
Well, Old Chella.
What's Old Chella?
That's the concert that's coming up. It's called Desert Trip out in the Coachella Valley.
At Indio. I want to go to that.
Yeah, I was lucky enough to get a pit ticket right by the stage.
Oh, man.
And
can you bring a buddy?
Well,
this is the one with Dylan, Paul McCartney, the Stones, the Who, Neil Young, and Roger Waters.
That's right. It's gonna be a heck of a weekend.
Oh, and you're going to be standing right there. You know,
right there.
The really interesting thing will be to see what the average age of the audience is for this. I know what the average age of the performers is.
That's up there.
There may be some younger people who there'll be nostalgia acts.
Right. I'm 41. I feel pretty old.
You're a younger person. That's pretty young. That's young.
Yeah. I'm on the young end of the spectrum.
Yeah. These are my people. My peeps. So what can I do? I'm so jealous. That's going to be a great show.
Well, I'm really looking forward to it, but alas, I cannot, due to their photography rules, take in my beloved A7 Mark II.
Isn't that frustrating?
Yeah.
I went to a Stevie Wonder concert, and we had really good seats. I think we had fifth-row seats. And it had said very clearly, don't bring a professional camera in here. And then the guy sitting in front of me did, and somebody from the stage pointed at him, and the ushers came, and then Stevie Wonder's road manager came out and said, no, that's fine. Leave him alone, which I thought was really cool. But you're right. You're taking your chances if you bring a SLR. You have a nice camera that's not too big.
Right.
But you don't know. Do they let point-and-shoot cameras in?
Yeah, so they consider professional anything without a detachable lens.
Ah. Well, there's some great cameras without detachable lens, including my personal favorite, a $4,000 point-and-shoot from Leica, but I'm not going to recommend that.
Well, I was actually looking because I have an RX100 Mark II.
There you go. That's perfect.
Which is a great camera, but
Perfect.
I was looking for something with a little bit more IQ, and I was looking at a used RX1.
Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful camera. That is effectively a Leica.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a beautiful camera, if you can get a good price on that. Now, the nice thing, and I recommended this camera yesterday, the RX100, they're up to the Mark IV, is it has a very wide lens. It's a fast lens, which means, concerts are tough because they feel like they're bright, but they're not.
Right.
And so you need a fast lens, and it has a 1-inch sensor in that, which will really pick up light. But if you go up to the next level up, the RX1, you're talking a full frame sensor.
Yep.
And that should be even better.
It's a 35mm fixed, but I figure because of my location, it's probably okay.
Yeah, you're real close. That's the problem with a lot of these is they're wide angle. They don't have a zoom. The RX100 does. Wow, I'm jealous. How much are they asking for that one?
For the used?
Yeah.
1,100.
Yeah. See, it's a very, this was a very fancy camera.
It was B&H. Yeah.
Yeah. Normally lists for about 3,000.
Yeah.
Is it an RX1R or the new RX1? Must be the R.
No, it's the original one.
Yeah. That's why somebody sold it to get the new one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you think it would be valuable to bring that one, or do you think I should look at something like a X100T from Fuji, which just got a little bit of a?
The problem is no zoom, so it's a 35. Yeah. It's a 35 millimeters, you said, which is not super wide, but it's not gonna. You're going to look a little more distant from the stage than you are. But however, here's the key on this: it is 24 megapixels, right? It's a very high megapixel, and that means sometimes crop. Sometimes people think, oh, the number of megapixels is just the quality of the image, but there is one additional benefit: is you can zoom in effect by taking a picture and then cropping it down. If you crop it in half, it looks like you've zoomed, and it's still 12 megapixels.
Sure.
So I think with 24, you probably can.
Okay.
This is effectively the Leica camera that I was going to recommend for $4,000. This is, Sony's version of it.
Is that the Q?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's 28 millimeters, which makes it really unusable for what you want to do.
Yeah.
It's more of a street shooter. I love the RX1. That is a nice camera. Go for it. If I think that I don't know the other. What was the other one you mentioned?
It was the Fujifilm X100T, and then there was the Lumix LX100.
Yeah, the Panasonic. Both of those are excellent cameras, but they do look more like SLRs. You might have a little more trouble sneaking those in.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking for more IQ, so I think I'm going to go with the Sony.
Yeah, I like the Sony. And Atort, who's one of our favorite photographers from Hawaii in the chat room, says one of the nice things about the RX100, you have an external mic jack. Now, you'd have to sneak the mic in separately.
Okay.
Because they really don't want you recording audio.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not huge on the video side of things. I want to get some really great stills.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a once in a lifetime. I mean, really, once in a lifetime.
It really is.
Unless you were at the Isle of Man in 1968. What a concert that was. Oh. Those guys.
Wasn't even around then, but
Oh yeah. That.
I heard about it.
Roger Daltrey just smashed his guitar in my head. I'll never forget it. No, I'm joking. That will be a fun concert, and I bet you there'll be a lot of professional photographers there. So, but you want your own images, don't you?
That's right. Yep. And I'll share them once I'm back. I'll send some your way.
One of the reasons I bought the RX100, the one you have already, is a friend of mine who's a pretty serious photographer bought it for concert photography. He showed me some of his shots, and they looked incredible. I thought this is a great camera for concert photography if you're in close.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. I'll bring both.
All right.
Sounds good. Great.
There's no restriction on multiple cameras, just on interchangeable lenses. Have a great time.
Hey, thanks a lot. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.